Thanks, Dave. This is a great turnout, and we've got, I would venture to say, hundreds of thousands of gun owners in Virginia. Can you imagine what it would look like if the entire green area were covered with all those gun owners and they were here today? You all have taken the time, the travel time, the inconvenience to be here today, and you have done what a lot of people haven't done. You've given of yourselves and your time and the inconvenience because of what you believe in so strongly, and it makes a difference. Those people in that building know you. They see these orange stickers, and they know that for every person here, there are 20 or 30 who feel the same way, and they may not be here, but they will vote. They will get in that ballot box and they will vote the same way you do. Don't ever think that they don't notice. Send your emails, make your telephone calls, and let them know. Talk to your neighbors, talk to people who couldn't be here today. Let them know that you will not let them get away with passing any anti-gun legislation, and you want them to repeal the restaurant ban. I'm going to turn it back over to Phil now. I know he's got some closing words. Oh, okay, Bruce. No, that's fine. I didn't know if you were going to be on or not. Come right on up here. One of our board of directors, Bruce Jackson, who is never at a loss for words.
Thank you, Dave. This is
Can we get Sandy instead?
I'm sorry?
Can we get Sandy instead? She looks better.
Sandy, they want you to come up here. Really? She shoots better than I do. Damn it.
She does.
She does. Dave asked me to talk about some of the issues with school and carry-on campuses, and I've always been a proponent of going to the other side and saying, okay, what is your beef? What is the problem you have? And then trying to alleviate that. It's not so much what I say, you know, my ideas are, but how do I convince them that their ideas are wrong? It's not so much that I'm right. It's not so much that we're right. It's just so much that they're wrong. They don't get it. So saying that you're right doesn't help, but explaining to them why they're wrong does. So I went to an anti-gun site and I downloaded, God help us, an extensive list. And it goes something like this, and you're allowed to play along. This is audience participation. You will be graded. Something like this. February 2nd, 1996, Moses Lake, Washington, 3 dead, 1 wounded. And then the police arrived with guns. All right, you get a flavor for this. March 13th, 1996, Dublin, Scotland, 17 dead, 10 wounded. And then the police arrived with guns. February 19th, 1997, Bethel, Alaska, 2 dead, 2 wounded.
And then the police arrived with guns.
You're good. October 1st, 1997, Pearl, Mississippi, 2 dead, 7 wounded.
Then the police arrived with guns.
No, that's when the vice principal held the guy at gunpoint, and then
the police arrived with guns.
Very good. Do we see a pattern forming here, anyone?
Yeah.
December 1st, 1997, West Paducah, Kentucky, 3 dead, 5 wounded.
The police arrived with guns.
March 24th, 1998, Jonesboro, Arkansas, 5 dead, 10 wounded.
Then the police arrived with guns.
You know, I've got a list of 40 of these. It just keeps going on. And I really, you get the point. You understand what we have here. And this was on their website. I'm not pulling any punches. This was what they considered the issues. And went to another website, and it said, according to a U.S. Secret Service study that looked into 37 school shootings, over half the attacks were resolved or ended before law enforcement responded to the scene. In these cases, the attacker was stopped by faculty, a fellow student, or decided to stop shooting on their own, or killed themselves. The study found that only 3 of 37 school shootings researched involved shots being fired by law enforcement. They can't get there in time. That's the problem. What's the answer? Depending on the police is not the answer. They are not there. As the Supreme Court has told us, common sense tells us, they are not there to protect you. They can't be. It's not humanly possible for them to be every place all the time. It just can't happen. The current laws just disarm the law-abiding. The criminal doesn't care. There's no line in the sand for them. Whether they're a law-abiding citizen and then they cross that school line. I've got a place in my neighborhood that I can't walk. It's a little dirt path that goes into the woods. I have to know that that's school property on the other side of the path. If I don't, I'm a felon. Do you think the criminal cares? Obviously not. Gun-free zones do not work except for the criminals.
That's right.
Law-abiding folks do not go crazy when they cross this line, whether it is into a church, or whether it is into a school, or whether it's into any place you want to mention. Any place where guns are not allowed, another state doesn't have that law and has no problems with it whatsoever. Oh, you can't carry a gun in a bar. Guns and alcohol don't mix. Look at Maryland. You got a concealed carry permit in Maryland if you're one of the 2 lucky individuals, right? You can carry a gun into a bar. You can use your concealed carry permit. What a concept, not leaving it out in the car so it can get stolen.
Yeah.
Currently, think about it this way. Currently in America, there is no one in your school system, in your school specifically, to protect your child from harm. No one. No one. And that's a pretty sobering thought. There's only 2 people that are going to be at the scene of the crime in most cases. The criminal and the victim. That's it. Thank you very much.